Week 5 of the Alliance of American Football is here. And I want to share my predictions and tell you where you can watch every single game. The first thing you should know, though, is every single game streams live on the Alliance app. You go to the App Store, download the Alliance of American Football app. You can watch games. And even cooler, if you have headphones on, I learned this last week. If you have headphones on, you can actually hear the game, like the camera feeds from the audio from camera feeds. You can hear what's happening at the game. You can't hear announcers. You can't hear the TV copy of like the guys in the booth saying, that's a touchdown, this is that. But what you can hear is hitting. You can hear the crowd. You can hear the music in the stadium. If you watch football on the Alliance app and you have headphones in, you can hear the game as if you're watching the game live in person at the stadium. The first game I want to talk about in the Alliance of American Football Week 5 is Saturday at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. The Orlando Apollos go to Birmingham, Alabama to play the Birmingham Iron. This is the best game probably of the entire season in the Alliance of American Football. Best game of the week by far. The most interesting game I've seen all year. It's the two best teams in the league going head-to-head in Birmingham, Alabama. It's an amazing game. Can't wait to watch. I'm going to record it. I'll be actually at a track meet it's a football event, community service we have to do because I play college football. But I'm going to record this game at home. I cannot wait to watch it. Two really great quarterbacks. The Orlando Apollos quarterback, Garrett Gilbert, playing the two best quarterbacks in the entire league. Garrett Gilbert playing the Birmingham Irons quarterback, Luis Perez. Now, I'm going to pick the Orlando Apollos to win this game. They're a better team with more dynamic athletes, far more talented roster, but do not discount the Birmingham Irons' ability to both run the football and to play really good defense. I'm intrigued. I can't wait to watch. It's a very fascinating matchup, and I think this is the game of the year in the Alliance of American Football. This game will be on this is on TNT. You want to watch this game? It's on TNT, Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. If nothing else, record it because it's going to be a fun, interesting game. If you love football, watch. This is the best game of the year in the Alliance of American Football. The number 2 game I want to talk about this week is the Salt Lake Stallions going to San Diego to play the San Diego Fleet. It's a Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Another interesting game. The San Diego Fleet seemed to be hitting their stride when their quarterback, Philip Nelson, got hurt. He's out for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And so the intriguing narrative here to this week to me is Mike Bercovici. Mike Bercovici was a starter week 1 for the San Diego Fleet. He was awful. He got benched. They put in Philip Nelson. He played well. They kickstarted their season. Well, guess who's back? Because of the injury to Philip Nelson, Mike Bercovici is back. He has the job he lost, and it's going to be really fun to see how he plays. Last week, the Fleet lost to the Memphis Express, and not a good team. Their quarterback got hurt. They lost the game because of it, in my opinion. So I'm going to pick Salt Lake to win this game. I like their quarterback, Josh Woodrum. I think the Salt Lake Stallions are a better team. They have a better offensive line. They run the ball really, really well. They play solid defense. And I know the record for the Salt Lake Stallions is 1-3, but they're a lot better than their record shows. Their quarterback got hurt early in the year, missed a couple games. The Salt Lake Stallions are right around the 4th or 5th best team in this league, and I think they're going to beat the San Diego Fleet on Saturday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, or 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. This game is on NFL Network. Go watch it if you're interested. The third game of the week I want to talk about is Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time on CBS Sports Network. You can watch the Toilet Bowl, the worst game probably of the week, maybe the worst game all season. The Memphis Express at the Atlanta Legends. The only reason to watch this game if you're interested is the quarterbacks. Last week, the Memphis Express benched their quarterback, Christian Hackenberg. He was awful. And they put in former LSU quarterback, Zach Mettenberger. He was okay, good enough to win, but not really that great. But they won. They beat the San Diego Fleet because the San Diego Fleet got their quarterback injured. I'm going to pick the Memphis Express to win this game. They're a far better team. They play really good defense. Their offense is horrendous. They have bad coaching, but the Atlanta Legends are the worst team in the Alliance of American Football. This is a toilet bowl. But if you want another interesting storyline in this football game, not only did the Memphis Express make a change at quarterback, they're playing Zach Mettenberger instead of Christian Hackenberg. Starting for the Atlanta Legends on Sunday is former Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray. And people in Georgia love Aaron Murray. He played for Georgia. He played 4 years. He was a stud. He has a bunch of the records, I think. And people in the stands have been chanting, "We want Aaron Murray." Literally, Aaron Murray, Aaron Murray. People in Atlanta want to watch Aaron Murray play football. And the quarterbacks are the best, most interesting narrative between the Memphis Express and the Atlanta Legends. I can't believe I spent that much time talking about that game. I don't care. It's a bad game, but the quarterbacks make it somewhat interesting. The last game of the week, the fourth game of the week in the Alliance of American Football I want to talk about is the San Antonio Commanders at the Arizona Hotshots. This game is at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is on NFL Network. I have no idea what to expect from this game. The Commanders and the Hotshots have been the most inconsistent teams this year. They've been up and down. They look really great sometimes. Like last week, the Commanders beat the Birmingham Iron. It was really good. I'm going to pick them to win this game. I think the Birmingham Iron are going to beat the Arizona Hotshots. The San Antonio Commanders are going to beat the Arizona Hotshots. That's my prediction. They're coming off a good win over the Iron last week. I was really impressed with the way the San Antonio Commanders handled a really high-pressure situation against a really good team. They won the game. They pulled it out. But this is an interesting matchup. The Hotshots and the Commanders have two solid quarterbacks with really talented rosters. Could be really fun. It could be wild. Either it's going to be really wild and really fun to watch, or it's going to be a blowout because one of the teams is simply not going to show up. These are two teams that are really inconsistent, but when they bring it, when they play their best football, both teams are really fantastic. And maybe week 5 has been enough for them to really get in their groove, and maybe they're going to bring their best. And if they bring their best, NFL Network, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern time, the San Antonio Commanders at the Arizona Hotshots is going to be a really fun game to watch. I'll run through every game again one more time. Saturday, the Orlando Apollos, I think, are going to beat the Birmingham Iron. Later on Saturday, the Salt Lake Stallions, I believe, are going to beat the San Diego Fleet. The third game of the week, I believe that the Memphis Express are going to beat the Atlanta Legends Sunday morning. And the late game on Sunday, the San Antonio Commanders, I believe, are going to beat the Arizona Hotshots. Is it possible? I just chose every single visiting team this week. I think every single home, that's good. That's an interesting thing to follow. Every team I picked this week is the visiting team. Is it possible that every single team that hosts a game this week, all the home teams lose? I don't know. It's fun. I love the AAF. I'm really interested in it. My fans are somewhat interested in it. They're not in love with it, but they like it. So they watch some of the videos. And so it's going to be a good week, week 5 of the Alliance of American Football. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. And I want to ask for your help. I want this show to grow. I want more people to watch and more people to listen to this podcast. My dream is to do this show as my full-time job. I want to own it myself. I want to do it on the internet and have complete control. I don't want to do it for CBS or ESPN. I don't want to work for a big network. I want to own it myself. And if you believe in that dream, please do me a huge favor. Help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast. Share it on Facebook, share a link on Twitter. Maybe you screenshot it, put it on Instagram. I don't have a marketing strategy beyond this. This is all I have. A lot of people, one of the most common comments I get on YouTube is, "You have great content. We love your stuff. You deserve more viewers. What you should do is you should buy ad spaces on Facebook or Twitter or promote yourself and buy ads." I have no money. I am a broke college kid. I can't buy ad spaces. I don't have money to pay for books. And so my plan, this is my marketing plan, this is my strategy. All I plan to do is put every ounce of effort I have into making the very best podcast I can. I believe if I make a great product that people believe in, that people like, then they will share it with their friends. And so if you agree with that, if you believe in the show, if you like what I do, please do me a huge favor. Tell your friends about it. Help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast.